KSYM, San Antonio College Radio. This is the Urban Suite D Major. Cheryl Meadow, Little Giant, in studio with us. So, I'm just going back to releasing 4 projects just out the bat,
Right.
even before you determine what style and how you want to approach everything.
Yeah.
Even right before COVID.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's some great work ethic. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
The journey to get to this point. I hope you are savoring it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did COVID kind of hold you back a little bit from expressing yourself, or that time away kind of gave you a little more time to explore and discover more about yourself that you want to put together and put out, let's say, in 2022?
Yeah. So it's all of that, and but it's also like not to get too deep, but like it made me slow down because I always felt like I was just on this hamster wheel, just going and going and going and going, and COVID kind of forced me to slow down, like to actually stay with my thoughts. And I did write throughout that time. Didn't get to record as I wanted to, but I was still putting songs out because even before COVID, I had a lot of songs recorded, like a lot of songs. Like I was able to drop like maybe 3 little like albums, EPs, just based off those unreleased songs that I did before COVID had started.
Yeah.
But it made me sit down with my thoughts. It made me really think of my situation and everything that was going on at that time. And that's where the most vulnerable came out, and then that's where most of the anger came out. So I explored other like types of writing too, and the confidence just gained more, and I just sharpened my skill more because I was able to, like I said, I was able to slow down. I was able to actually sit, like do more research, because at the end of the day, I'm always going to be a student of not only music but of hip hop also.
Yeah.
That never changes regardless of where I'm at. I'm always going to be a student, and it made me research more, made me like look into more like artists and stuff, and more underground artists too, especially. So just made me sharpen my skill more. And then by the time 2022 came in, I had released my album that I can't say the full name, but it's STFU. That's what it was called. That's what the album was called. And what's crazy about that is that album was actually supposed to come out before COVID hit, and and during COVID it went through like 5 different versions, and when it came out it was ready to go, and that was when I came out with. And then again, coming back with the work ethic, I released that in May, and then by June I was already having another single for the next album, and then at late June is when I dropped my second album, Written in Blood. And then months after, I changed my whole look, went to the flannels, I stopped wearing the hats, and I let my hair down, I dyed it black, and I went into this album called Thoughts of a Tormented Mind. And then again, another 3 projects in the year, and then the year that followed, another 3, which was Day of Reckoning, and then From Here to Eternity, which is an 18-track album with a concept and skits and everything.
Wow.
And then at the end of the year, I released the album called You're Hurting Again, Aren't You?, where it's just a bunch of alternative rock and I'm singing. There's hardly any rapping. So, and then this year, in like 2 weeks after I dropped You're Hurting Again, Aren't You?, I dropped a surprise album called Midnight Marauders in homage to Tribe Called Quest. But I dropped that, and then 2 weeks after that, dropped Mr. Telephone Man. So I'm on the roll right now.
So you have such a broad array of musical styles, of ways of approaching music. It's almost like you have an abyss that you can fall through constantly in getting inspiration and ideas and thoughts and styles, and just never ending. It seems like. How not everyone has a mind like that where you can come up with ideas, concepts of different styles, different types of music, and approach it in such a creatively strong and passionate way.
Yeah.
And that's you from what I've seen.
Yeah, that's all me. That's all me. I may take inspirations from stuff, but it's all me. Like it all comes from this mind right here, and this in my noggin. You know, it all comes from there. Sometimes I stress myself out over over the simplest ideas, but you know, it all comes from me. And as to where it came from, most of my parents really like they just work really hard. Like both of them like are just like real hard workers. Like I'm talking like even when like my mom was like at her lowest, at her like when she was feeling sick, like couldn't move and stuff, she was still taking care of us, me and my brother, and still working to put food on the table. And same thing with my dad. So it's like I saw that, and not only that, but also like from coaches and like football and stuff, I learned that a lot because I did football in middle school.
Okay.
And like I said, just the people who I looked up to and stuff, like I said, like LL, Eminem, Michael Jackson, especially Michael Jackson, like just decades, especially like LL, man, like it's crazy like how you go like platinum in like 3 different decades. You were there from the start of hip hop, you were there when it started becoming popular, and then you were there like throughout all of that. Like that just like the like I don't know, like I can't fathom that. So it's like, okay, like it's possible. I could do that. Like I could make all these type of different music, but I never wanted to be like I'm coming across as like phony. I always wanted to be with passion. So whenever I make a song like a singing song, like a song called Back to Earth, or like a I Don't Want to Be Alone, but at the same time I'll do a song like Off Top, you know? It's like I do it with love. I do it with passion because I love it. I love what I'm doing. I never want to put something out where you can tell like I just called in on it.
Yeah.
Because if the listeners can hear it, then that's a no-go. That's where the connection gets lost.
Yeah. I'm loving the way you are approaching everything, the music and your process of putting the music out, and we get the benefit from it.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're about to go into some music in a minute, but when we come back, we're going to talk about what you might have coming up, and also where people can find your music. I am truly appreciative of you being here tonight, and we definitely got some more stuff to talk about and to expect from you.
Yeah, this won't be the last.
No, not at all.
Yeah, this is just the introduction of what is gonna be like to all the listeners listening. Like this is just the introduction of what's to come, because this is just the beginning.
Absolutely.
Hey y'all, stay tuned. More with Little Giant coming up, but we're about to get into a great classic 45s mix from DJ Mercury. We're about to go deep in the trenches, so y'all stay tuned. More coming up. This is the Urban Suite KSYM, San Antonio College Radio.